NCAA men's basketball tournament, and other major college sporting events. Plus, get ESPN College Sports podcasts and shows like College Game Day Live. SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88, delivers hard-hitting analysis and up-to-the-minute NFL news that true football fanatics need. From the annual training camp tour from all 32 teams, to Super Bowl week broadcasts, to the scouting combine remotes, to live coverage of every pick of the NFL draft, an all-pro lineup of hosts and special guests from around the league keep you in the know. Your radio home for 24/7, unprecedented inside access to everything NASCAR is SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. Every race and everything in between, taking you inside the sport with unparalleled access to the drivers, crew chiefs, team owners, and other racing insiders. SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90 is your trusted source for all things NASCAR.
Channel 91 is SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, the on-ice leader with analysis, up-to-the-second news, and the very best in NHL play-by-play right through the Stanley Cup playoffs. By hockey fans, for hockey fans. It's the greatest hockey innovation since the Zamboni machine.
SiriusXM Fight Nation, Channel 156, is your home for pro wrestling, MMA, and boxing talk. With a stacked lineup of shows and live sports play-by-play, this is your destination for a one-of-a-kind, hard-hitting listening experience.
SiriusXM FC, Channel 157, is dedicated entirely to soccer, featuring live play-by-play from the Barclays Premier League, UEFA Champions League, and the FA Cup, plus talk shows hosted by legends of the game.
Sports Grid Radio on Channel 204 scratches your sports gaming itch like no other. This isn't your dad's sports talk radio station. Here, everyone has an interest in the game. Get the winning edge with the sports news you can use and the most up-to-the-minute sports gaming information.
Channel 206, CBS Sports Radio, is the home of The Jim Rome Show, along with The Pat McAfee Show, Tiki and Tierney, The DA Show, and Zach Gelb, plus top games from a variety of sports.
SiriusXM NBA Radio, Sirius Channel 207, XM 86, delivers expert analysis and up-to-the-minute NBA news that true basketball fans need. From the draft to the finals, SiriusXM NBA Radio has all your pro basketball needs covered.
Sirius Channel 208, XM Channel 92 is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio with live golf coverage, news, tournament scores, and player highlights from the PGA Tour, Champions Tour, and Nationwide Tour. MLB Network Radio, Sirius 209, XM 89, features expert hosts and knowledgeable insiders covering the bases with trade rumors, breaking news, injury reports, and scores from the day pitchers and catchers report through the World Series and into the offseason. SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio, Sirius 210, XM 87, is the only 24/7 radio channel exclusively dedicated to fantasy sports. Get expert advice, strategy, and information. Plus, hear interviews with athletes, coaches, and insiders to help you dominate your league.
NBC Sports Audio on Channel 211 brings you some of the most important newsmakers and interviewers in the industry. Opinionated hosts and journalists like Dan Patrick, Rich Eisen, and Chris Sims deliver insightful thoughts on everything happening in the world of sports.
On Channel 370, ESPN Podcasts, we're bringing ESPN's most popular podcasts to your radio. Hear your favorite personalities like Dan Lebitard, Bomani Jones, Adam Schefter, and Marty Smith. Weekends feature a special block of ESPN's acclaimed 30 for 30 podcast, curated exclusively for SiriusXM.
SiriusXM ACC Radio, Channel 371, is your home for ACC sports talk and live play-by-play, including football, basketball, and more.
SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, Channel 372, is your home for Big Ten sports talk, analysis, and live play-by-play, including football, men's and women's basketball, baseball, and softball. Hear sports talk and live play-by-play from the Pac-12 Conference on SiriusXM Pac-12 Radio. It's Pac-12 football, basketball, and more.
Your home for SEC sports talk, analysis, and live play-by-play, including football, men's and women's basketball, baseball, and more, is SiriusXM SEC Radio, Channel 374. Channel 375 is SiriusXM Big 12 Radio, featuring Big 12 sports talk, analysis, and live play-by-play, including football, men's and women's basketball, baseball, and softball.
NFL play-by-play action for each of the league's 32 teams can be found on channels 800 through 831. Every Major League Baseball team has their own dedicated online channel. Hear MLB play-by-play on channels 840 through 869.
NBA play-by-play can be heard on channels 880 through 909.
Hear every National Hockey League game on channels 920 through 949.
Hear various sports play-by-play on channels 953 through 970. Thanks for checking out the SiriusXM online program guide.
Here's what's on our comedy channels. Channel 93, Netflix is a Joke Radio, is your 24-hour-a-day ad-free home for the best of Netflix's stand-up comedy specials, as well as talk shows and original radio programming.
Comedy Greats on Channel 94 presents the greatest stand-up of all time, from classic comedians of the past to the icons of today, featuring legends like Richard Pryor, Joan Rivers, and Chris Rock.
Comedy Central Radio, Channel 95, dishes out uncensored stand-up from their massive library, as well as cutting-edge original content. With the freshest talent and biggest names, Comedy Central Radio is guaranteed to beam uncut comedy directly to your brain.
Channel 96 is Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio, featuring a huge stand-up comedy library, shows including Straight from the Heart with Kevin Hart and other fun content.
Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy bring you the best in great American comedy on Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup, Channel 97. Hear hilarious material from this dynamic duo, as well as comedy from some of their personal favorite comedians.
Channel 98, Laugh USA, is comedy for everybody. Check out today's top comics like Jim Gaffigan, Jerry Seinfeld, and Dane Cook. The best classic comedy from George Carlin, Stephen Wright, and Monty Python, plus fun songs from Weird Al and more on Laugh USA, Channel 98. Raw Dog Comedy Hits, Channel 99, features uncensored stand-up from today's up-and-coming comedy stars.
Channel 168, Just for Laughs Canada, spotlights Canada's rich pool of extraordinary, uncensored Canadian comedy, including Russell Peters, Norm Macdonald, K. Trevor Wilson, Rebecca Kohler, Ivan Decker, Kenny Robinson, and more. Carlin's Corner, Channel 770, features the albums, concerts, and private archives of the one and only George Carlin. Now, the funniest female comedians are all in one place. She's So Funny, streaming on Channel 771, and curated just for you to keep you laughing out loud.
Now, here's what's on our Howard Stern channels.
Howard 100 is the exclusive home of The Howard Stern Show. Hear Howard's in-depth interviews with the biggest celebrities, behind-the-scenes antics with the staff, and memorable moments with a whack pack, phony phone calls, bits, games, and more.
On Howard 101, you'll hear the West Coast feed of The Howard Stern Show and the live Howard Stern Wrap-Up Show. Following the Wrap-Up Show, we open up the Howard Stern archive to play selections from over 30 years of The Howard Stern Show on Sternthology. It's a historical follow-up to that day's Howard Stern Show. Plus, hear Howard Stern exclusive specials, live concerts, and much more. Now, here's what's on all of our talk and entertainment channels.
Created by Andy Cohen, Radio Andy, Channel 102, is fun, uncensored entertainment and talk for anyone who loves pop culture, celebrities, lifestyle, relationships, and the dish on all topics deep and shallow.
Channel 103 is Faction Talk, the home of Jim Norton and Sam Roberts and Bennington. Also, hear Chip Chipperson, Dr. Steve, and more.
SiriusXM's first all-talk channel about music is Volume, Channel 106. Volume brings the music conversation directly to listeners with live daily shows, weekly specials, in-depth documentaries, and more. Hosted by the most respected people in music. Stay in the know with frequent news and music-related segments every hour. Simply put, Volume is your all-access pass to the world of music.
Your favorite morning television team is on SiriusXM on Today Show Radio, Channel 108. NBC's Today is the news program that informs, entertains, inspires, and sets the agenda each morning for Americans. After you watch, listen for extra news, entertainment, and inspiration with Today anchors, contributors, producers, and more.
SiriusXM Stars Channel 109 is your one-stop for pop culture and lifestyle talk, featuring trending topics and interviews with the biggest celebrities from TV, movies, music, and more. If it's trending, we're talking about it. Channel 110 is Doctor Radio. It's your chance to talk directly to some of the best doctors in the world, powered by NYU Langone Health.
On Triumph, Channel 111, radio icons Dr. Laura, Dave Ramsey, Nancy Grace, and Glenn Beck help you live your best life and make good decisions.
An empowered, spirit-filled life is within your reach on Joel Osteen Radio, Channel 128. Pastors Joel and Victoria Osteen share their daily message of inspiration. Listen to weekly live services from Lakewood Church and find personal motivation as Joel and Victoria host exclusive weekly call-in shows to guide you through life's challenges.
Business Radio, Channel 132, powered by the Wharton School, is expert advice on a wide range of business, from world-renowned Wharton professors, distinguished alumni, and special guests. Get in gear with a 24-hour channel devoted to the trucking industry. Road Dog Trucking, Channel 146. With news, information, and entertainment, it's the channel that keeps you up to date on the industry that keeps us moving.
Radio Classics, Channel 148, features the best dramas, mysteries, comedies, and variety programs from the golden age of radio. Relive the magic with dramas like Suspense and Dragnet, comedy from Burns and Allen and Jack Benny, and so much more.
Vivid Radio on Channel 415 covers the entire world of adult with girls that'll blow you away and talk that'll blow your mind. Ramsey Network on Channel 792 is your trusted voice on money. Let their experts guide you in every area of life, from finances to relationships to career.
Here's what's on our news and public radio channels.
Hear the major TV news channels simulcast on SiriusXM. CNBC Channel 112 is the latest in business and financial news from around the world. Get real-time financial market coverage and business information.
Channel 113 is Fox Business, a financial news channel delivering real-time information impacting both Main Street and Wall Street.
Fox News Channel is simulcast on Channel 114. Become a part of America's news phenomenon with Fox News, putting national and international news right at your fingertips. It's all here, only on the Fox News Channel, Channel 114.
Channel 115, Fox News Headlines 24/7, is headlines from Fox News, updated every 15 minutes 24/7.
CNN, the worldwide leader in news, is simulcast on Channel 116. Hear the latest breaking news with on-the-spot coverage and up-to-the-minute updates. CNN, Channel 116. HLN, simulcast on Channel 117, features top stories, financial news, weather, sports, and entertainment headlines, all in 15 minutes.
Built on the worldwide resources of NBC News, MSNBC Channel 118 defines news for the next generation with world-class reporting and a full schedule of live news coverage, political analysis, and award-winning documentary programming.
Bloomberg Radio, Channel 119, brings you in-depth coverage of international capital markets with insight and analysis of the business of money.
For news as it breaks from around the world, tune to BBC World Service, Channel 120.
Channel 121 is CNN Originals, with nonfiction series from CNN and HLN, including Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, United Shades of America with W. Kamau Bell, and Very Scary People, hosted by Donnie Wahlberg.
Channel 122, NPR Now, offers in-depth news, features, and entertainment produced and assembled by NPR specifically for SiriusXM. NPR's Variety Channel features Fresh Air and Marketplace, plus public radio favorites like Car Talk, Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, as well as new productions from independent producers and public radio stations nationwide.
PRX Remix, Channel 123, is a creative showcase for the best documentaries, stories, and audio pieces from indie producers and new voices from public radio and beyond. Rural Radio, Channel 147, is a national radio network for rural America and Canada, featuring agriculture news, Western lifestyle, and Western sports.
CBC Radio 1, Channel 169, is Canada's top-rated radio news and information source with some of the country's most popular shows and personalities.
Get the day's top global news, business, politics, and sports stories from CNN International, Channel 454. With its distinct programming and award-winning journalists, CNN International brings the world to you.
Channel 455 C-SPAN Radio brings you coverage from the halls of Congress, U.S. agency hearings, committee meetings, and policy-shaping events.
Channel 793 is Court TV with live gavel-to-gavel coverage, in-depth legal reporting, and expert analysis of the nation's most important and compelling trials. It's your front row seat to justice.
CNN en Español, Channel 795, is CNN's 24-hour Spanish-language news network, la red de noticias en español de CNN, las 24 horas del día.
Now, here's what's on our politics and issues channels. POTUS, Channel 124, is Politics of the United States. Hear the latest news